using some of his own money there, or?
I'm gonna use most of his money and whatever he don't have, it's gonna be up to CIP committee to juggle it around. Is that what I understand?
No,
He's got CIP
No,
money in his department to cover, if we get a half and half, he's got money in his CIP to cover the half and half, if that's what your question is.
Yeah, so he's gonna be attempting to just,
Oh, yeah.
match funds.
But if he don't,
Then we'll have to take the rest of the money.
and your motion reads what?
To fund the project, $140,000 from CIP, and to get funded.
50/50 match or whatever it is available.
Right.
That motion was second. Any more discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
Is there anything else in that book you guys want to discuss?
Anything you think we should know?
This is priority. This is priority. Something needs to be addressed. The rest of the stuff we'll discuss it down the road. We're looking at doing all the pump stations eventually.
Rick, if I can just, put a bug in people's ears, this draft, the last pages of this draft show about, what was it, 600,000 in repairs
Yep.
over a 10-year period.
Right.
This is something we have to consider doing.
Yep.
We just saw one pump replacement here for 140,000
Yep.
today.
Yep.
10 years from now, this 600,000 might be 800,000. So we have to start planning on.
And it may not be 10 years from now. This is only 12 years. 12, 13 years.
Well, we discussed doing something about the rates and stuff, because I haven't done nothing in 20 years, and we've already discussed that when we met at your plan. So we've got to sit down and make some kind of a plan with you that, we can start recovering and we can have a little bit of money, so when something does let go, that we're not caught. Because if we keep taking 140 and 140 and 140, we're gonna run out of CIP.
Well, we should try to pick up some grants.
So that's what we're gonna do.
I'll speak with James tomorrow.
Okay.
There's something out there, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, can I say something about the grant?
Go ahead.
I did call DEP myself when we were talking about the pumps for Rick, because I wanted more information. Our rates for wastewater are below what they should be, and you can try applying for grants, but you're not going to get any grants, because our rates are too low. So I just wanna throw that out there. That was told to me by someone at DEP. So you really need, I think, to be looking at your rates. And if you're looking at grant monies from major funding, upping someone's rates a couple of bucks to get millions of dollars in funding or whatever, to do grants.
Well, we had discussed a while back when we met at Dick's plant, we were talking about raising the rate up for a little, and then they talked about 3% a year. Well, 3% a year would be a little excessive, but if we get a rate change and start keeping it going, and do a little bit every year, you're not gonna ever be in a situation where you got a whole lot but no money. That's where we are now.
I think he said we were below about 2%,
Yeah.
so you're not looking at a major
So we
increase,
gotta
but,
get at least the bottom of the floor of the grant, 2%.
yeah.
That's something we need to do.
And I believe, Betty, that was part of either Wright and Pierce's draft or one of their versions that I read, but they did make that recommendation that a raise be addressed.
We're preventing ourselves from applying for grants.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I just want to interrupt. I just would like it to be known to the board that if by chance that we do receive grant monies for this upgrade and whatever, that the grant monies be dedicated back to the CIP account.
Definitely. I think that we have to keep the earmarks going in these accounts, especially them and the ambulance.
Well, it would go to him, and then you just want to take it out of yours. That's right, it works.
But I just want it understood, as chairman, I feel that money should go back to the proper channel and not be absorbed by another.
I think the intent would be to go out for the grants first
Right.
before we expend.
Right.
But he can go ahead and do the job.
Oh, yeah, no, I have no questions with
We
that.
can catch up with it at the end, and if
Right.
we receive any money, you're asking it to go back into the
CIP.
sewer department.
Right, either
Wastewater,
sewer.
department,
Right.
wastewater, I'm sorry.
Right. And I want that clarified.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if it should be noted in the minutes or not, but,
I agree with you 100%.
those funds should be dedicated to one department or the other.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have is, Main Street, Maine. Adam O'Boy here, or somebody gonna be discussing, Doc? We're ready for you.
I'm here at your request.
We're here at our request?
Yeah.
No, I thought Adam wanted to be on the, to talk to us. I remember that he came in and discussed and introduced his board to us. And then, I seen him on the agenda, and this has to be his request, not ours. He said what he had to say before,
I believe it was his request, Bob.
yeah.
But after last night's meeting, Adam was pretty upset, and he's pretty discouraged. Because we were supposed to have a meeting tonight, Main Street, Maine, at 6:30, and Adam never showed up for the meeting as well, so.
Well, why don't we just table this until Adam comes back, probably put it on for next meeting? If you want to, is there anything you wanna say in behalf of Main Street, Maine?
I'd be glad to. I've been a part of Main Street, Maine, Van Buren Main Street for 8 years. One of the originators of 4 of us who started Van Buren Main Street. And we've been slowly over the years doing small steps to improve the downtown and to make it easier for the citizens to use the downtown and for out-of-towners and to improve our businesses. The theme of Van Buren Main Street is small steps. It's not large steps. We've done a lot. I think you're probably aware of some of the things that have come through, but we tend to do it quietly in the background. One of the first things that was done was the Channel 8 edition. That was part of Van Buren Main Street, working with the chamber and with the school department in the town. The flags and banners, the trees and flowers, the coupon booklet. I think you've seen quite a few businesses take part in the sign program where we've taken off some of the Coke and Pepsi signs and replaced them with background signs that are lit from in front, just to improve the downtown appearance. And we've had a lot of businesses that have, I think close to 20 businesses now that have gone through a facade improvement, again through grants that Main Street has given us and we've been able to work with. Presently, we're working on a plan that has been 3 or 4 years in the making, and we got a planning grant 3 years ago to go through downtown rehab. We had a number of public hearings, we had a lot of meetings with architects and engineers, and plans have come with suggestions from the people of the community as to what they would like for their downtown and improvements they would like, and that's part of what we're working on at this point. As money becomes available through grants, we're able to fund little bits, small steps again, at a time for the downtown. But I think it's been a successful program for the town. The state has been asking that we up the ante by hiring a downtown manager, which is somebody who oversees the program for the community. And we've been entirely funded by the businesses for the first 8 years. This has been, businesses made donations and for 3 and 4 years in order to fund a few hours for a downtown manager to help run the program. But as the state has designated us one of only 14 communities in the state that is a Main Street, Maine community, they're now requiring that we step it up a bit. So funding has been difficult for us, but to this point it's been done by volunteers and very little funding, which mostly has been through the businesses. So I think it's been a successful program for the town. It's been
We're working on it.
not millions of dollars, but it's helpful as we apply for grants to have the designation as a Main Street community. There are a lot of communities in the state now that are trying to get that designation. It's a competitive process. We're lucky that we have it, we've earned it. We became an associate community, and became a full-fledged community a few years ago. And it does, as you apply for your grants, it does give you a better chance of scoring well because of that designation. So it's helpful in that regard also. So if you have questions about the program, I'm glad to answer what I can. If you want to meet at another time, we're glad to meet at another time.
The only thing I'd like to say is myself is, Christina